full moon. Now, if you're getting ready for your grade 1, you might be learning this piece. And it's a lovely, calm, smooth sounding piece. And it's all about the bowing. We have the same speed of bow for the whole of the first 8 bars of the piece. And it's about getting good contact of the fingers on the fingerboard. Now, be careful. We don't squeeze between our fingers and thumb. We never do that. If we want to hold the strings down, we use the weight of our arm to hold those strings down. And your thumb can stay nice and relaxed on the back of the cello. Just remember that you use the thumb tip and it never crosses more than halfway across the back of the cello. You don't want it sticking out like that. If you bring it out more towards your arm, it's going to lift your wrist up in that lovely rounded, straight but rounded shape. Not like that and not down by your side. This is super important. And remember, if you want to reach the other strings, you're going to rock on your thumb to allow your curved fingers to reach the further strings. Okay, so all these things you can keep checking as you play. But full moon, as I said, the bow travels at the same speed. Now you've got these things that look like either a smile or an eyebrow, and they are slurs, and that's where you keep the bow moving, but you change the fingers. So you're joining up some notes in the same direction of bow, and that's how you get it beautifully smooth. And in actual fact, you know you're changing the notes, but you have to hide it from your bow. Your bow thinks it's playing another minim. It thinks it's playing another 2-beat note, one note. This hand knows that it's changing the notes, but this hand keeps everything as smooth as if it's playing one note. You'll see what I mean. So there's your minim, and the bow thinks it does lots of minims. Here we go, smooth. We don't want this. You don't want to be sort of have the bow saying hello to each new note. It's just goes by in one smooth movement. And then, like the beginning, and again, smooth. Now, all the time, my thumb, you can check your thumb, should be in the center of the hand. That will help your pinky to hold the string down nice and firmly. Remember, it's the weight of your arm that holds that shape of finger on the string. And your thumb sits on the back for extra balance for the hand, extra connection with the cello, okay? The next bit, now you see we've got 2 E's and then we go to an A, but then we come back to the E. Resist the temptation to take your first finger off the E whilst you're playing the A, because when you put it back it might be in the wrong place. You can actually just lift the arm and leave your first finger on the D string, but you're just playing with a higher arm to clear away so you're not touching the A string, but you leave your finger, your footprint of your finger on the D string the whole time. Lift, and then all 4 fingers are down for the G natural. Same thing there. All 4 fingers down. Did you see me lift and change the height of my arm? It's because I changed string. Lift. And then again. Lift. Slur. Okay, now we've got some extra instructions in this middle section. We've got these what we call hairpins, where it gets louder or it diminuendo. So we have the crescendo or the diminuendo where it gets softer. Okay, so this is the middle section. How do I get louder? It's a little mixture of slightly faster moving bow and slightly heavier bow. If you only do one of them, the sound isn't as good. If I just go faster, we haven't got good connection of the bow on the string anymore. We're moving the bow fast, but it's not going loud. If I only press harder, it's not a pretty sound. Combine the two, you get a much better, more beautiful crescendo. So faster, heavier, lighter, slower bow. There's the crescendo again to an F forte. And then you've got something that says rit, short for ritenuto, which means slowing down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's like it's getting tired. Oh, where shall I go? Oh yes, like the beginning. Smooth bowing, arms change height as you change string. Where's your thumb? I hope it's opposite second finger. Here's another rit. Gradually slowing down. And I like to do a diminuendo at the end there, when it's kind of like the moon has just been covered up by the clouds. You can tell a story with this piece. See what you come up with.